Hello everyone and welcome back to Xenoblade Chronicles. In the last episode we blew a hole in the side of the central factory and opened the way for us to proceed into the actual Mechon factory part of it, which we'll be doing this episode and very much pushing on towards the top. We have a little announcement here as well. This is episode 79 of this series, which makes this officially my longest series. Mass Effect 2 clocked in at 78, and that was my longest at that point. So this has officially beaten that, and we are not even that close to being done. I'm expecting the main story to take another 15 to 20 episodes, and then probably 20 to 30 episodes of bonus content from there. This is going to go to 130 or 140 easily. Especially because there's a massive DLC called Future Connected that they revealed with this not extended edition, definitive edition, which I've literally never played or I know anything about, and I'm going to go into it completely blind. And that's all going to be very exciting. Anyway, let's kill this guy because he's the worst. There we go. We're up to level 62 now, mostly. I've switched to a very interesting combination here, which is Dunman, Melia, and Fiora. Fiora's a bit tanky. Dunman is very much Dexy, Agility, Glass Cannon, and Melia deals damage from a distance. We have no healing and very little resilience in the party, but most of what we're doing here is not particularly difficult fighting. It's just we want to get through fights quickly, and this team are very good at that. I want a chance to use Demon Slayer with Dunban as well, which is where if he does a murder with Demon Slayer, everyone else in the battle is forced to topple, which is a lot of fun. So hopefully I get a chance to fire that off this episode.
Press on and on and on. Let us hurry onwards.
Oh, this is pretty beast, because this is the Mechon factory where they're created, seeing the Dogma units there that are kind of like in construction. Creepy. I don't know why AI Melia is so set on summon Blaze as well. Like, she really doesn't use lightning as much. She tends to hang on to stuff a lot and doesn't use lightning anywhere near as much as she should to say how powerful it is. AI Melia is definitely much worse than when I use it. Even. There we go, we got a vague Demon Slayer off there because it killed that guy and it's immediately toppled this fairy unit that was behind him. And it's a substantial topple that it inflicts on them. It's a bit more fun when you do it in like a busy one where the combination of that and Fiora's gun drones just means, boy, can you do crowd control so well. And this is Melia's Mind Blast as well, this is a real crowd control setup, which is good. At the end here we have got this Crisis unit, and getting close to this triggers the third of the surprise quests of the Central Factory, which is the Daring Assault, which is defeat the Crisis units and the Crisis Response unit. Where are the Crisis Response units, you ask? There they are. But this should be a nice bit of crowd control as well. So let's do the classic. And let's get that charged up. Let's fire off a chain attack straight away and do Soaring Tempo again. And Melia has got an elemental ready, but again, it's Blaze. I think, again, because it's crowd control, she's obsessed with it, but realistically, she should use Bolt more. It annoys me that she doesn't. But there we go. I've missed just the classic Dunban maneuvers that we can do. And let's Thunder as well. Thunder, just as a reminder, yeah, forces daze on all enemies behind him if he's in an aura state. And I basically always have Dunban in an aura state because of Heat Haze. Heat Haze lasts like a minute, but also when he's got Heat Haze up, we spend half the damn time in a chain attack. So it feels like it lasts for ages, but it's just really handy for just giving him a bit of breathing space by any enemies that he's not actively engaging. Oh, someone's died. Fiora's died. Yeah, any enemies that we're not like actively engaging become dazed, which is really good. Oh, hush drop, bollocks. Why Melia? Oh shit, yes, because fuck, I've got Heat Haze on, haven't I? Okay, let's. This is a strange way of changing the future here, which is going to be... There we go. Oh, it had the exclamation mark over Demon Slayer, which normally means, you know, you with the green thing tends to mean you can topple an enemy here. Hence why I was like, what does that mean? And then I realised what it means is, if I had used Demon Slayer there, it would have killed the enemy in question, which would mean it would have done the force topple thing, which is kind of cool. Let's Mind Blast this guy. That's one way to change the future. Oh no, it doesn't see a lot or art, it just sees auras. Oh, that was spicy. But we're doing alright here. These crisis response units aren't that tough. It's just we're slightly weirdly on the back foot here because, as I say, this team has no healing and no resilience. Oh, shit ass. Oh, we're very much on the back foot here to the point that I'm going to run away. Yep. Yep. Technically, we only needed to complete the aim one to beat the quest. Hopefully these guys will leave me alone soon. Please stop. They're absolutely not going to leave me alone. Yep, they are. Cool. Right, let's regenerate and try that again. Oh, there's a lot of... These guys weren't here last time. Bizarre. Right, let's get into the middle of the fight and do this again. And let's poo out some thunder. Oh, this should be good. Oh, thick. And Demon Slayer. Oh no, well, we've changed the future, but that's about to be stopped by toppling him because I was just looking for that exclamation mark on Demon Slayer, which means you're going to land a mortal blow with it. And BAM! So that insta-topples everyone else, which is a lot of fun, and we'll take advantage of that with a chain attack on the toppled bastards immediately. Dunban's Heat Haze is still going, so he's got that kind of blue fog around him. It is absurd how long that goes on for. I love it. But yeah, I think, yeah, in a lot of ways, Demon Slayer isn't amazing because you have to kill an enemy for it, so against a single large enemy it can be far more useful to actually have a source of topple. It's confusing having a green art which doesn't actually topple the enemy under normal conditions, which is a bit bizarre, and can throw you, but when you're against groups of enemies... Ooh, is that Taurus Plate? Or have I got Taurus Plate before? No, I have not got Taurus Plate before. So Taurus Plate is the central armor of this set. I think Taurus legs are the only one I'm missing, so now that lets me get the M100 chest piece for everyone, which looks like Ryan, Sharla, Shulk, not Fiora, Melia. God, it's like petrol coloured as well. What a bizarre thing. And Ricky. Nothing is good, but it's no Death Pineapple. Oh, got some Helmet Fiora, is that? F attack cowling. You know what? That does go with a look. Weird, futuristic samurai. Why not? And another staff for Melia, which is probably crap. Yeah. None of them look nice, do they? It's a shame. Have we got all of the M100 Type 2s now? Nope, still missing the trowel. Otherwise I'd switch up. Definitely Ryan into that, and possibly Sharla. I think it's time for some new armor for Sharla as well. Anyway, that is us now broken through the Mechon factory into the main, the top end of the central factory now. These always look funny, these little things going. Oh, I'm going to see if I can do any more Collectopedia. Yes, because we're getting towards the top now, so I should be able to actually cash all of this in soon. But that clocks in Animal, which gets us Blaze Defense 4. Okay, if an enemy's got a flamethrower, great. Otherwise, situational, to say the very least. Let's go over here. Right, Central Tower Roof, so you know we're getting to the top. That glowing light is the transporter up to Agniratha, the capital, and we are basically there. There's also this massive thing above us, which you can see from basically the outside of the Mechonis. It's this big thing in its chest. We will learn what that is over the next 10 episodes or so. So just bear in mind that it's there for now. Prism Centipede. That's cool. Oh, Melia's learned another skill. She's nearly at full as well. And Sharla is now at full. Excellent. Greatly increases ether. That's very Sharla. Might as well put her on Devotion, which increases ether. Yeah, because remember, each skill tree has its like trait that it improves by just being active. Which obviously, when you've got all the skills unlocked, that's the only thing that really determines what to put on. Turn off the electrical barrier. Sounds nice and straightforward. And indeed, Tower Boarding Gate. Again, there's another like thing that can offer you like a back cut. Now, that's the one I went up earlier. I was like, oh, what's stopping me from going there? And it was just, there's a barrier there. But I believe when we turn off this barrier up there, it will turn it off for all of them. Oh, that's an Awake, which is like a slightly spookier version of a of a Dogma unit, the Hush Choppy boy. So there we go. Right, let's kill some of these. These guys are the worst, so let's do them in first.
Leave this fight to me.
You know what? I actually want to get this Dogma's attention because, frankly, Dumban does better the more bastardry he's got around. There we go. You love to see it. So, with those guys cleared out, there's no going massively out of your way here. The way to open this gate is just literally standing right above it. So that takes that gate down and also takes the bottom one down, which lets us, again, do a back cut. So there's now just a straight line through the central factory, which takes us from the bottom to the top by 2 lifts. But we've got a little bit of other stuff to do here. There's a section here which is completely optional. But it's really cool. I'm a big fan of one of the things this game allows you to do. Kill this thing first, and then I'll continue thinking.
I'm gonna go all out.
So I love this game's ability... And some people would say this is almost a constraint. I don't think it is. Almost every cutscene, other than a handful of very specific ones, almost every cutscene takes place in a very specific part of the game world, which means it's a real place that you can go to. This place we're about to go to, we saw in a cutscene when we first got to somewhere around Bionis Leg, Ethermine kind of area. I think it was Ethermine. I think it was just after the unfinished business cutscene that we saw Vinaya, who is actually travelling with us now, making repairs to, well, building Face Nemesis, which was the face that Fiora ended up in. And she talked a little bit about some specific stuff here. That was in the Face Maintenance Bay, which is exactly where we are now. I absolutely love that this game makes those places real. It makes the central factory feel a lot more real if you'll be like, oh, it's that thing here, because we literally saw at regeneration control, Vinaya stood up here while Nemesis was in there and made repairs to her. What she said, looking back, is spoilery about stuff we still don't even fully know about. And so don't dwell too much on it, I suppose. But I just kind of wanted to show that off while we're here, because it's a really cool thing that not a lot of games do, is the fact that, again, it's a stupid thing to say in a wildly fantasy world like this, but it makes the world feel real, the fact that all of these... It's not just some random location that was dreamed up for a single cutscene, it's somewhere that's actually there, and therefore when you go to the central factory and you see this place, you'll be like, oh, it's this bit! And it makes it feel like it's not all stuck together. Some people argue that it is just a constraint, that it's the fact that they were like, oh, well, where shall we put this cutscene? It's like, well, let's put it in this place with assets that we already have built from the central factory. Just that seems like a reasonable place. Let's put the cutscene in there. And realistically, I don't know which way around it was. Could have been either. But the end product is fairly cool. 2 more brief things to show off here. Some thanks, but I'm going to mostly ignore them if I can. First off, over here, Majestic Mordred. And yes, it is spelled Majestic. Majestic should have a J there instead of a G. It's baffling that they didn't fix that in the definitive edition. It's just misspelled. Yet another Arthurian reference, though. Mordred is, yeah, King Arthur's bastard incest baby. But yes, Majestic Mordred is a fucking level 80 Fortress unit, who we will not be facing, because he will absolutely ruin our day. At the level we're at level 60, it's just about possible to kill him if we jeb it. Like any Fortress unit, you can kind of be jebbed by fighting him from up here, where he can't fully target you, we can only hit you with black matter, but he'll still ruin our day. There's also this bit, which has a little teleporter thing and a button, and we can't get through to it. We will be back here at some point to get through to that. For now, let's head up to the very end of the central factory. So, when we go into here, little story quest thing starts. 2 M88 Rapids. These can be a bit annoying, but generally they're just a slightly more annoying version of the worst. But those little guys in the corner will also occasionally summon stuff. But we're a party that's currently pretty well set up for crowd control, as I've talked about. So hopefully if we get another chain attack soon... Oh, that was nice. From Melia, but I'm concerned she'll have drawn attention there. Really need to get a chain attack in. Now, oh, we've lost the initiative. That's really not good. Auto chainsaw, you say? Not great. We need that chain attack. Yep, there we go. And now in this chain attack I can do Soaring Tempest again, which will hopefully sort stuff out. We basically have to try and kill this man before he kills Fiora, otherwise Fiora's just gonna die. Oh, there we go. Right, should be able to kill him with this. I was hoping I would get the chain extension there, and I did. There we go. That changes the future. Now, is it going to give me... Yep, it is. Man, if she had a good elemental summon, that'd be great. But alas. Well, that was a nice chain attack. 150. Pretty good. Time for another chain attack. I love teams involving Donban and the Heat Haze combo. It's absurd, and I love it. Unfortunately, I think our limiting factor is going to be melee is running pretty low on elementals now. And I can chain to a certain extent by just using Starlight Kick, which I'm going to have to do here. She could now topple it with Starlight Kick, and I really hope she doesn't, because these guys have a really awful topple spike, which I'd rather not activate. But it looks like it's not going to come to that. Oh, another vision, great. That sounded way more sarcastic than I meant it to. Gala Chainsaw. What a ridiculous name. Some art names of this are just absurd. Hopefully as well we can just murder this man before that future comes to pass. Yep, there we go. A bit of a close fight, but that's just because we are playing the ultimate set of glass cannons here, basically, that we are high damage and incredibly fuck all in the defense department. So with that, let's head up to the very roof of the central factory. Coming up is perhaps my favourite cutscene in the game. It's really good. The music in it plays once in the early... So we saw the earlier cutscene of the troops advancing up Sword Valley. Starts playing this music, but it doesn't... the cutscene cuts out before the music really gets going. It plays again at another point later in the game, which I don't think is as good as the use of it as this one, but that's it. It's only ever in cutscenes. This is definitely the best cutscene if you don't include any of the ones where... Well, I was trying to sing Engage the Enemy. This is definitely the best cutscene that doesn't involve that. It's even better than the Unfinished Business one. I absolutely love this cutscene, and it is best viewed, to me, at sunset. Get ready for the second battle of Sword Valley. With that, we are at the top of the central tower, and we've arrived at the transporter to the capital, Agniratha.
Advance, Nopon heroes!
I see you finally decided to show up. Let's see if we can bust these rust buckets like last time.
Think we can do it?
We'll get them. With this many troops on our side, we don't even need Shulk's help.
You're telling me you're more worried about the kid's schedule? Kinda soft for you, Atharan.
Shut up! Get moving!
Division 4, defend the barrier. Division 6, assist any wounded Homs.
Bring it on! These High-Entia may be a bunch of sissies, but they've got some pretty nifty gear!
That idiot! He'll get his head knocked off at this rate! Ha!
Keep it up! Show everyone the power of the Nopon! Go, Nopon, go! Fight like a Herapon, Ricky!
It appears we have gained the upper hand.
Sire, if we hold our current position, a great victory is within our grasp.
It is still too early to come to that conclusion. The enemy still has hidden forces.
Your Highness, enemy reinforcements approaching from above. It's a face squadron.
They're here. Divisions 1 to 3, continue supporting the Homs, and encircle the faces.
Your Highness, think of yourself!
Once the Vanguard has been eliminated, we must join the fight. Better that than die as cowards. Move!
Stick this in your exhaust pipe and smoke it. Who hasn't had a taste yet? Eat this! Should have stayed at home, lousy junk bots.
They're doing rather well. I do so enjoy a good show. But they have yet to unleash their power and fulfill their true potential.
Deadbeat drones! Come out and face us like real machines! I'll sort out the lot of you, scum!
Oh, it's so good. Oh, that scene is clearly where the budget went. Anyway, massive shift now as we reach Agniratha. That scene is incredible, for some reasons which should be immediately obvious of just, you know, I'm not kidding, this is where the budget went. This was a Wii game. They shouldn't have been able to make the Wii do stuff like that. But there's also some very cool stuff in there which I don't want to talk about until we're later in the game. But we shift to Agniratha. Agniratha is a really nice location, but like a lot of Xenoblade, it's deeply sad. I'll just let you see.
So this is the Mechonis capital?
Yes, Agniratha. The heart of the Machina civilization.
It looks so desolate. Like there are no signs of anyone living here.
It truly is a soulless city.
Here, bad place. Ricky want to go.
So the Machina built this whole city? Not too shabby. It looks like the buildings have been here for a very long time.
Look, Shulk. Dino Beast. Dino Beast eats city.
A dino beast? Here? But how?
It is a Telethia. It looks like it's stone. Why would there be a Telethia in a place like this?
The fossilized Telethia are what remain of the beasts that attacked the capital in the ancient battle.
And why did the Telethia attack your city? Wasn't the ancient battle only between the Bionis and the Mechonis themselves?
The answer to your question can be found in that tower, the data center. It is better that you see with your own eyes. Only then will you truly understand what happened between the Bionis and the Mechonis.
I think we'll leave that for next time, though, and the exploration of Agniratha. Thank you, everyone, for watching. We've come to the top of the Central Factory. We've seen how well the attack on Sword Valley seems to be going. Next time, we will be starting to explore the capital of the Mechonis, Agniratha. Hope you'll join me then. Thank you very much, and good day.